guys, go ahead and get out your math notebooks. Label it at the top. Today is the 18th of November. And my friends in my class and my friends in Mrs. Long's class, I printed off a sheet for you that's going to help you today and on your homework for the next couple days over our lesson. My e-learners, I have it on Schoology also. Or my friends here with me, if you like on your iPad better, you can save it to your iPad. It's going to be this poster right here that you want to save. And it's going to be this help sheet right here. And you can save those to your iPad. I also have the presentation that I'm going to give to you guys this morning is right here. So you also have that on your iPad and a song to help you for today. Okay, so all of it's on Schoology for you to view. So I'm going to pull our presentation up for today. You can follow along up here, or if you want to pause your iPad and take a look yourself. I know sometimes we get a bad glare. All right, so at the top of your notebook, label it order of operations. Order of operations. What do you think just by hearing these words? Okay, think about our context clues. Think about words that you already know. Okay, I know you've heard the word order. You've heard the word operations. What do you think then this kind of lesson is going to be like? Mason? So you have to put stuff in order by how it operates, Mimi? You have to put it in order. I hear lots of its. Let's use some math words. Put what in order? Malia?
The factors, quotients,
Okay, so factors and quotients, you have to put those in order. Max, did you want to add to it?
No.
Raina?
It's by using the parentheses to show in what order to go in.
Okay, using parentheses to show what order we're going to put it in. Megan? What operations the order go in? All right. Some good thinking here. Let's go ahead and explore. All right. There's a problem right up here. I want you to write this in your math notebook and try it. I'm going to zoom in up here. It says 15 times 2 minus 10 divided by 10. Those are all easy numbers that we've worked with. No hard math there. This math problem in your math notebook now. 15 times 2 minus 10 divided by 10. In your math notebook. Raise your hand if you're still working. Okay. $15 times 2 minus 10 divided by 10. In your notebook? Okay. I want you to turn to a friend in your area while you're sitting and tell them what you got as an answer. Bradley, go put that away. show me on your fingers what you got as an answer. I heard lots of twos. Ladies and gentlemen,
Yes.
you did not do your computing in the correct order. That is the incorrect answer. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you did that math problem for the knowledge that you have now, okay? And I know I had friends yesterday who were like, oh, that's easy. This is easy math, okay? And I know that was our first day. The math that you're still going to be doing today is still going to be easy. However, even though it's going to be easy computation, if you don't have it in the right order, you're going to get easy computation incorrect. Because that math that you just did, 15 times 2 divided by 10, those were all easy numbers to work with, right? There's something hard there? How'd you miss it then? Malia?
Maybe they didn't do the parentheses first.
They didn't do the parentheses first. Okay, very nice. So we have to know what order all of our computation has to be in. So here's our vocab word for today, order of operations. These are rules. Rules meaning it is not optional. Okay? You have to do these. That state the sequence. Ooh, there's a reading word, sequence. What's that mean? We use it in grammar actually too in our writing. Charlie?
The order.
The order. The order in which the multiple operations in an expression, ooh, vocab word from yesterday, expression, should be solved. So that math that you guys did, you did the correct math. You know what, times 2 things are. Divided by 10. You guys know that. But you did them in the incorrect order. And if you do them in the incorrect order, you will not get it correct. This is not like the commutative property where we can flip-flop them and get the same answer. Okay? It has to be in this certain order. I'm going to give you a second to finish writing your vocab word because I have some friends who are not being active learners. Write your vocab word in your math notebook now. Order of operations. That problem that you just did with me, that was an expression. Our word from yesterday. Remember, if I'm ever going too fast, you can always go back, watch it on your iPad, pause it, and review it. Raise your hand if you're still writing. All right, so here's a clue. We have to memorize a certain order. Well, it's hard to memorize stuff, isn't it? So it's nice when we come up with tricks, okay? And there's a nice trick to help us memorize the order. A way to remember the order of operations is PEMDAS. So it stands for, the P is my parentheses, E is exponents, M is multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. Okay? What I like to say in my head, it's a funny saying, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Now, I don't know why we're excusing dear Aunt Sally. I'm going to guess she ate all the cookies and she didn't share. So we're going to excuse our dear Aunt Sally. Okay? So I want you to say it now. Ready? Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. One more time. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Now, how this helps us is we're going by that first letter. So my P for please stands for parentheses. Excuse starts with what letter?
E.
E for exponents. My starts with what letter? For multiplication. And D for dear represents division. Aunt starts with an A for addition. And Sally starts with an S for subtraction. Say it one more time. Ready? Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Now, my friends in Mrs. Long's class, you guys can ask Mr. Avano, see if maybe he has a different funny saying for this. because this isn't the only one. This is the one that I was taught when I was in 5th grade, so it's just the one that I've stuck with. I've memorized it all that time now because of practicing it, okay? And here it shows us to it again. Now, on your help sheet, if you take a look, you have that help sheet then that also shows us, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Now, what I want you to look at this on here is in green. Do you see my multiply and divide? They're both in green, aren't they? Do you see my addition and subtraction? They're both in purple. Parentheses, did it have anything else with it? Exponents, did it have anything else with it? My multiplication and division are both in green because they're partners. My addition and subtraction, they're both in purple because they are partners. Okay? You are going to read this like a book. Okay? Left to right. So if you see division before multiplication, that's okay. That's the one you're going to do first because we're going to read it like a book, left to right. Same for addition and subtraction, whichever one you see first of them, because they're partners when you're reading left to right like a book. Now exponents, we've learned exponents, right? Our exponent, we have our power up here. Okay, that's our exponent. And parentheses, well, we've done those again in all of our subjects. Okay, we know what those are. So let's go ahead and start practicing this. I'm going to give you a problem up here, and I want you to write it down. So here's our first problem. 7 times 4 divided by 2 plus 5. So I want you to look at this. According to your sheet, look at your sheet. Think about, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. What part do I do first? Do I do 7 times 4? Do I do 4 divided by 2? Do I do 2 plus 5? What is my first step here according to our please excuse my dear Aunt Sally? Megan? Parentheses. So look over here. What do I have in parentheses? 2 plus 5. Okay? So in your math notebook, here's how it's going to look. Very, very specific. I'm very detailed about this. Okay? Organization, ladies and gentlemen, when you are doing order of operations is going to be key because these are all easy numbers, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, do you know, Mr. Magno and I were talking about this yesterday. You know he taught high school math? Yeah. He has high schoolers when he taught high school math who still made mistakes on this because you start going too fast and you accidentally didn't do it in the correct order. Okay, let's do this one. I wanted to show you. Let's do this one across. Let's say I forgot that there was order of operations, and so I'm just going to go across. What's 7 times 4? 28. And then I would do divided by 2, which is
14.
good. And then plus 5. 19. Okay, so that was without doing order of operations. I just went straight across, left to right, like reading it like a book. Okay, let's put that over here then. And let's see if we get the same answer when we actually do our order of operations. So Megan told us that my first step here is 2 plus 5. This is in your math notebook. If I write it up here, you're writing it in your math notebook. I told you organization is key. Let's number our problem. This is number 1. Okay, I want you to underline 2 plus 5 because it's going to be so easy when these problems start getting bigger to remember, did I use that one yet or not? I can't remember. Oh, no. So 2 plus 5. What is 2 plus 5? 7. Now I want you to bring down the rest of your problem. So we have 7 times 4 divided by 7. Okay, and then stop there. So you are only doing one step per line. One step per line. We are not going to try and do multiple steps at once. All right, let's come over here. Megan was correct. 2 plus 5. See, they underlined it. All right. So what they did is they got rid of, you don't see now the 2 plus 5, right? Okay, and that's okay because you don't see their notebook, okay? So let's come back to our problem. Using our order of operations, what is going to be my next step? I see I have multiplication and division both up there. What is next? Maverick? Why 7 times 4? Why not 4 divided by 7? So he tells me it's because I can't do that. I can't do 4 divided by 7. But that's actually not the reason I'm not doing division next. I'm not doing division next because of what, Justice?
Because multiplication is first.
Yeah, because multiplication is coming first. Remember, multiplication and division, they're partners. Okay? So I'm going to read them left to right like a book because they're partners. Which one do I see first?
Multiplication.
Multiplication. Underline it. What is 7 times 4? 28. 1 step per line. I'm going to bring down what I have left. Well, I only have 1 step left, so what is my answer? 28 divided by 7.
4.
Done. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to look like an upside down triangle or pyramid as you go because your problem's going to start out long and we're going to continue to get less in a smaller work right here, okay? It's always going to look like a triangle if you did it nice and organized, which you are, right? Yeah. And your math notebook, you should be starting at the left-hand side. It should be number 1, and you work your way down. All right, so let's check. Good, we did 7 times 4. And then we had 28 divided by 7. Good job, guys. Is 4. All right, here's our next problem. Oh,
no.
too fast.
3 plus 5.
All right, so in your math notebook, here we go. I'm going to write it up here. I'm going to erase this one. Let's go back and look. Before I erase this, when I just went left to right, I got 19. When I did order of operations, though, I got what? 4. Yeah. So do you see how you do not get the same answer, right? All right. Number 2. We have 3 plus 5 minus 6 plus 1. All right. According to our order of operations, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, what is going to be our first step up here? Sophia?
Parentheses.
Yeah, parentheses, please. P for parentheses. Underline it. We want to make sure we don't use it again. What is 6 plus 1? 7. Bring down everything you have left. 3 plus 5 minus 7. I have addition and subtraction left. Addition and subtraction are what? Partners. So I read them left to right like a book. All right, so let's underline it. What is 3 plus 5?
8.
Bring down what I have left. What is 8 minus 7?
1.
Very nice. 1 step per line. All right, let's come back over here. All right, let's watch 6 plus 1. Good. 3 plus 5. 8 minus 7 was 1. Good job, guys. Number 3. All right, number 3. 9 divided by 3 plus 2 times 6. Write this in your math notebook, and I want you to give it a try. In your math notebook, I want you to give it a try. Use the help sheet I gave you. step per line. I see division, I see addition, and I see multiplication. Remember our letters up here? Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Remember, partners, partners. What's going to be my first step, Charlie?
You did 2 times 6.
Why 2 times 6?
Because multiplication is first.
So she says multiplication is first, but what is a partner with multiplication?
Division.
Division. Does it matter which one I see first? No, they're partners. They're the same color. So which one do I actually see first? Division or multiplication?
Division.
Division. We're going to read it left to right like a book. I see 9 divided by 3 first. So I want you to underline it. 9 divided by 3. What is 9 divided by 3?
3.
And let's bring down the rest of my problem. All right. What is my next step then after I do 9 divided by 3? Here's what we're left with. What comes next, Bradley?
You do 2 times 6.
2 times 6. Yep. Multiplication is going to come next. So underline it. I'm doing lots of back and forth today. 2 times 6. What is 2 times 6?
12.
And then bring down what I have left. What's 3 plus 12?
15.
Done. 1 step per line. Show me a thumbs up if you had 15.
Could you? I did it the other way.
Yeah.
Don't do that though, ladies and gentlemen. You got lucky that you got it correct. Pure luck. Okay? Do it in the correct order. Very nice.